Hey there, welcome to our video showing FileHold's friendly software. My name is Chris and I'll be your tour guide for part 1, focusing on the user interface. Let's start by logging into the FileHold desktop application, or FDA. This can be done as a local user or by using a modern authentication tool, as I'm doing here. This optional feature is using Azure to authenticate my identity. Here's the FDA. FileHold is meant to feel like a Windows environment with lots of open space, so new users are not overwhelmed by elements they don't need. If you've used Windows Explorer, you can navigate FileHold. Like Windows, we have a menu at the top, your library on the left, and files in the center. Let's start with the library. FileHold uses the organizing concept of filing cabinets to help users find and control their documents and records. Just like a physical filing cabinet, each FileHold cabinet has drawers. Drawers hold folders, which can be color-coded to suit your organizational purposes. The folder contains your documents and records, which you can see here. You can have as many or as few cabinets, drawers, and folders as your organization needs. Let's have a look around the rest of the interface. In the upper right corner, we can see my name identifying me as the user logged in. Below this is a search bar to quickly look for text or information tags related to my documents. Along the right-hand side are a series of buttons I can use to open different windows. This opens the metadata and file property window, which lets me take a deeper dive into information stored about each document or record. Clicking that again will close the window to give me back the space on screen. At the bottom are other functional buttons. The first is the document tray, where files can be gathered as needed. Next, there's the document viewer to preview image or Word files. There's an undock button to move the viewer to its own window, which is extra handy if you have two monitors. Last, there's the batch jobs report when assembling documents using the optional Level 2 viewer function. Check with our sales team for more information. Let's look at the document or records in the main window. FileHold offers different ways to access functions. You can see the buttons in the ribbon are mostly grayed out, but once I select a document, they come to life and let me know what I can do with this document. When I hover over the button, it tells me what it does. I could also right-click on the document and get access to the full menu. FileHold works the way you want to work. If you want more assistance, FileHold has help buttons throughout the page to take you to the knowledge base on that subject to give more information about the function. Documents are defined by the schema, which you can configure. FileHold lets you create as many or as few schema as are useful for your organization. You can tag information or metadata to documents through the customizable schema. By opening the metadata panel, we can see the information here related to our invoice schema. The invoice number, vendor, date, and total are stored as searchable, organized information for each invoice. It doesn't matter what program I use for the invoice. Here's a PDF, here's a Word file, both classified as invoices by the schema. Information on screen can be presented with this in mind. By selecting a different view, I can see information related to my documents or records. These configurable views allow me to keep important information on screen or reorder information as needed. I can also group information to see common values. I can also click the column headers to resort by invoice number or date or whatever I need for the moment. Any of these views can be exported as CSV files for analysis or sharing with other users. For users who need access on the go or are looking for a simpler experience of the software, FileHold's mobile client is an ideal solution. This runs on any web browser. The main screen offers simplified choices. I can add a document. I can use a save search to locate a document. And I can complete workflow tasks. That's everything for now. In our next video, we will see some different ways to work with files, tools to show information, and other ways to access your FileHold repository. If you have any questions, please email us at sales@filehold.com or visit our website and explore the knowledge base. We also have other videos that explore many of the topics above in much greater detail. From FileHold's team, we'd like to thank you for taking the time to review FileHold.